morning students. As in previous video I continued the chapter The Adventures of Toto from Supplementary Reader, in which you were studying how the narrator's grandfather had purchased Toto for 5 rupees from a Tanga diver. Toto was the name of a small monkey. He was very mischievous. When grandfather of narrator brought to his house, grandmother did not like the habits of such type of animals. We have studied how Toto was doing mischievous work. So, when grandfather of narrator had gone to Saharanpur to collect his pension, he had kept Toto in a bag and he had taken with him. Now, you will see what had happened when the grandfather of narrator took Toto to Saharanpur in the bag. Now see, open your book all of page number 8. Toto remained in the bag as far as Saharanpur. When the grandfather of narrator had gone to Saharanpur, Toto was also with him in a bag. But while grandfather was producing his ticket at the railway turnstile, Toto suddenly poked his head out of the bag and gave the ticket collector a wide grin. Grin means smile. Now, when grandfather had reached the platform of Saharanpur, at that time when he was showing his ticket to ticket collector, at that time Toto had raised his head out of the bag and he made a wide grin to the ticket collector. Ticket collector thought that it was a dog. The poor man was taken aback, surprised. It is phrase. Taken aback means surprised. Taken aback means surprised. Ticket collector was surprised to see this animal. The poor man was taken aback, but with great presence of mind and much a grandfather's advance, he said, "Sir, you have a dog with you. You will have to pay for it accordingly." Then ticket collector told the grandfather of narrator that he would have to pay for that dog. Really it was Toto, it was monkey, but ticket collector thought it was a dog, so he was asking for charge. In vain did grandfather take Toto out of the bag. In vain did he try to prove that a monkey did not qualify as a dog or even as a quadruped. Toto was classified a dog by the ticket collector, and 3 rupees was the sum handed over as a fare. Students, when ticket collector was asking for the charge of that Toto, 3 rupees was charged, and narrator means grandfather had given to the ticket collector as his fare. Then grandfather, just to get his own way, took from his pocket our pet tortoise and said, "What must I pay for this, since you charge for all animals?" After paying 3 rupees for the charge of that Toto, as ticket collector thought that it was a dog, he had charged 3 rupees. Second time, grandfather took out the tortoise from the bag and he was asking what money he should give for it. The ticket collector looked closely at the tortoise, prodded it with his forefinger, gave grandfather a pleased and triumphant look and said, "No charge, it is not a dog." And then ticket collector told the grandfather that there would be no charge for the tortoise. See page number 19. Page number 9. When Toto was finally accepted by grandmother, he was given a comfortable home in the stable. When grandfather returned from Saharanpur and grandmother also accepted this pet animal, then now Toto was given shelter in a stable where he had for a companion for family donkey Naina. There was family donkey Naina there, and other animals also were living there in the stable, and Toto was also kept there. On Toto's first night in the stable, grandfather paid him a visit to see if he was comfortable. To his surprise, he found Naina without apparent cause pulling at her halter and trying to keep her head as far as possible from a bundle of hay. But surprising matter was that when grandfather went there to see the condition of Toto, he found that he had disturbed Naina. Grandfather gave Naina a slap across her haunches and she jerked back, dragging Toto with her. He had fastened onto her long ears with his sharp little teeth. Grandfather found that Toto had cut with his teeth one of the ear of that Naina. Toto and Naina never became friends. So there was disturbance in the stable, and Toto and Naina never became friends. A great treat for Toto during cold winter evening was the large bowl of warm water given him by grandmother for his bath. It was winter season, and grandmother had given a large bowl of warm water to take bath for Toto. But what did Toto do? Let's see. He would cunningly test the temperature with his hand, then gradually step into the bath. Then Toto was finding out the temperature of that water, and then first of all he put his feet in it. First one foot, then the other, as he had seen me doing it until he was into the water up to his neck. And then after that he went into the tub. Up to the neck he was sitting underwater. Once comfortable, he would take the soap in his hands or feet and rub himself all over. As Toto was imitating, as grandfather was doing, Toto was also rubbing the soap over his body. When the water became cold, he could get out and run as quickly as he could to the kitchen fire in order to dry himself. After taking bath, he was going to the kitchen to dry himself. If anyone laughed at him during his performance, Toto's feelings would be hurt and he would refuse to go on with his bath. One day, Toto nearly succeeded in boiling himself alive. It was the habit of Toto that he was doing always mischievous work. One day he was about to be burned himself in the hot water. Further students, what happened, I will tell you next day. Today we will study how Toto was taken to Saharanpur and grandfather had paid 3 rupees for him as charge, and how Toto and Naina did not become friends, and how Toto was taking bath in a tub in warm water. Further what happened I will teach you in the next video. Thank you.